Hi, I'm Adam from radcast.com, and welcome to my tutorial series on how to do your own podcast. To give you a little background on myself, I'm producer and engineer for Radcast, a weekly nerd podcast that's available in both video and audio formats. We've been doing our show for about 2 years now, and I've also spoken at several panels on podcasting and found that the most asked question is, how do I get started? There are a lot of different techniques and a bunch of different gear that you can use, so hopefully this video will help you determine what you need to do to create your show. I will be breaking this up into both audio and video formats, discussing audio first and then getting into video later on in the series. If you're interested in making video podcasts, go ahead and click our subscribe button below or visit us at facebook.com/radcast, RADDCAST, and like our page to get updates on our videos. I do suggest, however, watching the audio sections to help you get good quality audio for your video podcasting. I've broken this down into parts to give you a step-by-step guide to help you record and distribute your own show. I'll also give you tips and recommendations that you can take into consideration when building your own podcasting setup. Here's a quick breakdown of the different parts I'll be talking about. Part 1 will be hardware, Part 2 software, and Part 3 we'll talk about web hosting and distribution. For video podcasts, we're going to do the same thing. Talk about hardware, software, and distribution. The hardware that you will need will vary depending on the demands of the show that you want to do. For example, someone who wants to do a podcast by themselves with no additional hosts or guests won't need as much gear as someone who wants to have multiple people on their show. If you're someone who wants to record a show by themselves, your gear list is going to be pretty small. Here's what you're going to need: a computer to capture your audio, a microphone, and a pair of headsets to monitor what you sound like when you record. Your microphone is going to be your best weapon in your arsenal when it comes to quality. Let me give you an example. Currently, I'm talking into this microphone. Let me take that away, and I'll show you what talking straight into the computer would sound like. Okay, so this is me talking on to, this is my webcam, and this is my computer audio. Now, you might be able to hear the fan that's in the background. You can actually probably hear the room reverb. And that's why when you do this, you want to use a separate microphone. If you're on a budget, you can easily purchase a computer microphone for around $20. Generally, these aren't the best quality, but it's better than recording off the mic that's built into your computer. If you don't mind spending some money, you might want to consider getting a USB microphone. Personally, I don't use them, but there are a lot of video and podcast producers that do. There are a number of different companies that make USB mics, so you might want to check with the consumer ratings to see how satisfied people are with the mics that they have purchased. So let's go to example 2 if you plan on having more than one person on your podcast. There are a lot of podcasts that have 2 people share a mic, and that can be just fine, especially if you're on a tight budget. But I do suggest, however, that if you're going to have 3 or more people on the show, that you consider getting a mixer and microphones for each person. Here are the things that you're going to need for a multiple-person podcast: a computer to capture your audio, a mixer to mix 2 or more audio sources into your computer, a cable to connect your mixer to your computer, microphones and XLR cables to attach to the mixer, and headphones to monitor your recording. Sometimes if you're on the road or at an event, carrying around a computer with a podcasting setup is too much work. You need something small and portable to carry around to get interviews and so on. So I'm going to show you a couple of different things that you can get so you can record and capture audio on the go. There are several mobile recording devices out on the market right now. Most of them range anywhere from $100 to $400. They have multiple settings and the quality is great. But you might not have that kind of money to spend, so let me show you some additional devices that you can purchase for less, or something that you already have that you didn't know could work for podcasting. If you can't afford a mobile recording unit, you might want to consider getting one of these. This is a voice memo recorder. These range anywhere from $50 on up, and the quality is not the best, but you can fix a lot of that in post with your audio software. The other thing to consider is, well, your smartphone. It doesn't matter if you're using Android or iPhone, they both have apps available for recording. I use an iPhone, and the program I like to use is called iTalk. It's easy to get the audio off, the program's free, and, well, the audio quality is actually better than the memo recorder. So those are some tips to use for mobile recording if you want to try those out. Thanks for watching. Next time I'm going to talk about software and capturing audio on your computer. Don't forget to click the subscribe button down below and visit us at facebook.com/radcast, RADDCAST, to get updates on this series and more. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you later.